Hi there, and today we are going to learn about how to add a drop shadow to a header in Squarespace. So here I am in my Squarespace website dashboard, and let's go to the website editor. So let's just click on edit site and then click on edit, and then here is our website editor. And in order to add a drop shadow to our header, let's go to our header right here and then click on edit site header. So from here, we will click on edit design, and then we can just scroll down and then we can see the drop shadow right here. So just click on it and then we can go ahead and change the settings for our drop shadow. So we have a soft drop shadow, we have a strong drop shadow, and then we have this one, which is a custom. So you can go ahead and choose a color, for example, yellow, and then we can change the settings for the spread. So here is the drop shadow below the header. Then we can change the spread so that we can have more coverage for this drop shadow. So the higher the value, the larger the drop shadow for our header. So for the lower the value, as you can see, the drop shadow disappears. And then we can also add distance right here, and then we can also add a blur for our drop shadow. So if we have no blur, so it will just look like this. So it is better to add a blur so that it flows with the design of the website. So adding a drop shadow is a great feature if you want to have a distinction between your header and the body of your website. And it also adds a more aesthetic effect for the website. We can also change the look of the header right here. So let's just go back and then choose color. And then right now our header is in adaptive mode. We can change it. We can change this into a gradient mode so it will look like this. We can also change it into a solid background so it will look like this. So you can just go ahead and change the background color if you want, and then as well as for the navigation color. So you can just choose a specific design that you want. So just play around with the different settings right here. So for example, this one looks good as well. And then we can go ahead and edit the drop shadow. Right here, and then click on save. And then click on exit, and then now we can see the look of our header along with the drop shadow. And then that is it. That is how we add a drop shadow to a header in Squarespace. I hope you learned how to do it, and thank you for watching.